I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And with the terrible towels waving loudly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Looking to throw right away. Pickett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down and 4. Pickett. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Willis to throw once more. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Rolling to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And a ball battled in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Johnson, the man in motion right. first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Harris running straight ahead. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Willis on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Second down, here's Willis. Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the jump.
On first down, Willis. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready?
First down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Willis. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Complete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Willis. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here from 28 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. Pickett lost it. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Pickett will try to throw for this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis has his complete to Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Play fake. Here's Willis. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
19 Tiger.
They run wide side with Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Isaiah McKenzie, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 37. Steelers 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second and very short, Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Pickett now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Here we go, Shaggy.
Pickett back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Ready, break!
They'll run it again with Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.